Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's cool to talk about LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers. I get it. It's Magic Johnson. Come on now, that's clickbait. You got Magic Johnson running the show. It's the Lakers that he's running. It's LeBron James' first year in LA, and they're struggling. You don't need no more than that. And you got Lonzo and LeVar Ball and all that. That's a headline for your ass. I get it. I understand why the Lakers are the most talked about team in the media. But let me tell you this. I never had championship expectations on the Lakers this season unless they got Anthony Davis. And even then, I thought it would take a year for them to seriously compete and to go get a third option, right? With the Warriors and the other top teams. The biggest headline to me right now is what's going on in Boston. Now, that team should have championship expectations. Why? Last year, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals without two perennial All-Stars. One of those guys is looked at as a top 10 guy in this league. Even without those two guys, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, I want to give Al Horford some credit, Terry Rozier, Marcus Smart, Marcus Morris and company. They got that Boston Celtics team to the Eastern Conference Finals. And they were one game against the LeBron James-led Cavalier team away from making it to the NBA Finals. LeBron leaves the East. Kyrie and Gordon Hayward come back. I mean, I get it. Everybody else has gotten better in the East, significantly better. But in my mind, I'm thinking Boston's got to be the favorite, right? You got Kyrie and a whole bunch of good players. So I got one great and a lot of good. A lot of good. Some of these goods got great potential. I'm thinking, because remember, last year in the regular season, Boston was rolling. They were number one when Kyrie was there, right? He just went down in March with an injury, ended the season. I'm thinking they're going to capitalize on that momentum. Him and Gordon Hayward going to work out. Fam, that's wrong. This is a mess in Boston. This team is a mess. They have not been able to catch the Indiana Pacers all year. All year. Indiana been over them with Victor Oladipo. Matter of fact, Oladipo missed some time early in the year. He came back and then got injured again. Out for the year. The Celtics still ain't been able to pass the Indiana Pacers in the East. Now, Philly's over them. They're struggling. It looks like it's going to be a 4-5 matchup between them and Philly. And it looks like Philly's going to have home court. I know the Celtics play the Sixers pretty well. But I'm concerned about the Boston Celtics. Kyrie's body language ain't it. And I know Kyrie is tired of the media. But I'm going to be honest. That boy is using the media as a scapegoat. The real issue is them teammates don't want to play with Kyrie. They don't want to play with Kyrie. Now, is that right or wrong? I don't know. Kyrie is the guy with the championships on that team. He got the ring. But them boys don't want to play with Kyrie. And we got to not forget, outside of when Kyrie played with LeBron, pretty much Kyrie does not win a lot of basketball games by himself or as the star. Before LeBron got back to Cleveland, what was that, 3-4 years Kyrie had Cleveland by himself? They sucked. And I'm not just saying they were good. Again, Kyrie was young by himself, but they sucked. They were still the worst team in the league with Kyrie. They sucked. That's how they got Anthony Bennett, Andrew Wiggins, because they sucked. Just telling the facts. Kyrie had one good year in Boston last year. Now the Celtics suck again. They suck. Now, I want to get in the benefit of the doubt because if you listen to Kyrie, he keeps telling everybody, I just can't wait till the playoffs. When the playoffs come around, we'll be ready. I'm tired of the media. I just want Kyrie to realize when people don't like playing with you, it's not as easy as saying, let's turn it on, let's turn it off. I am concerned about that Boston Celtics team. It just doesn't click. It's one basketball on the court. And you got like 9 guys who think they should have it. All right? Where do you go to for leadership right now? Gordon Hayward is playing 31 minutes a game. He's giving you 5 points. He's making the most money on the team right now. What in the hell can I do with that? Jaylen Brown, I thought that guy was heading towards All-Star. Him and Jason Tatum. He's got to sit on the bench a lot of the game and look at Gordon Hayward, a guy he knows can't even wash his shoes. Jason Tatum, in his mind, I believe thinks he's already a superstar. He ain't there yet. He's regressed a little bit. Then you got Marcus Morris out there balling more than a lot of these guys most nights. But the future ain't in Marcus Morris' hands. You got Terry Rozier who's like, hell, it looks like the team plays harder for me than they do you. But we all know Terry ain't as talented as Kyrie, but he might be a better fit than Kyrie. Put all that together, Kyrie's a free agent in about 3 or 4 months. Newsflash, if the Celtics lose in the first round, Kyrie is gone. They're going to force Kyrie out of Boston. If they lose in the first round, he can't come back. It ain't happening. There is a lot going on in Boston. And I'm going to be honest with you. If the Lakers lose and don't make the playoffs, it is what it is. If they got to the playoffs and lose in the first round, it is what it is. If the Celtics get eliminated in the first round, the landscape of the NBA might change. If the Kyrie Irving led Boston Celtics team, if they don't make it to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, right? At least get to where they were last year without 2 All-Stars, the entire landscape of the league might change. Because then you're going to probably lose Kyrie. Then what's the point in trading for Anthony Davis if you got to give away all your young assets and Anthony Davis is by himself in Boston? So then you probably don't trade for AD. Then you're probably in rebuild mode. I don't know. Maybe Kyrie goes to the Knicks. I'm telling you, now the Lakers become like a front runner to get Anthony Davis again, right? Or somebody else. Maybe the Knicks. I don't know. But that opens up a lot of things this summer. Anthony Davis will be traded this summer. And right now we all believe the front runner is Boston. That's only if Kyrie stays. It is a lot going on. I'm telling you right now. That's the storyline. That's the number one. It should be the number one storyline in the NBA. That Celtics team can't win a game. I think they're 1-6 in the last 7 games Kyrie's played in. 1-7, something like that. They're 6-0 in the last 6 games Kyrie ain't played in. There's something to that. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. You are now tuned in.
Yeah, we locked in right now,
Mr.Taliaferro.
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 Mr. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.